Right, hi everybody. Next up, I want to have a look at action items. Now, the important thing about action items is the fact that these can be highlighted as issues at a property that require some sort of action, or you want to assign some sort of responsibility. So to give you an example, you could, while you're performing an inspection, you could be, let me just click on action items here. You could be in an item, for example, the walls. You could say what the issue is that requires some kind of corrective action, for example, cleaning or replacement or maintenance. That is your default in terms of your action items on new accounts, but you can add and customize. So what we can do is we can say that the wall requires some kind of maintenance, and we can assign liability or responsibility in the app by choosing the landlord, the tenant, the agent, whether further investigation is required, or at that point we're not sure, we could also say non-applicable. Now, the good thing about this is that these action lists can be pulled as separate reports. So within the Property Inspect system, we can pull the full report. We can pull a changes report, which is the changes between the current report and the previous, normally the ingoing and the outgoing inspections. And we can also pull an action report. In other words, our list of things that need to happen at the property. The other thing we can do is we can customize our actions by our different inspection types. As I mentioned, the default is cleaning, replacement, and maintenance. But we can choose, for example, on a commercial inspection, we could add some different ones. So we could say high priority, and we could create that, and we could say medium priority. We could add that one, and we could say low priority. Okay, so there we go. Those are our customized action items that we've added, and we want to activate them by having a little tick in the box there for our commercial inspections. So every time we're doing a commercial inspection, we push on our action triangle with the exclamation mark, which I'll show you a little bit later, and it will give us these options to highlight our action items. So on our move-in, we're going to have something different. We're just going to have our standard cleaning, replacement, and maintenance. And our standalone, we could customize some more actions even further. I hope that makes sense. The other thing that you can do is you can then add comments to a particular action. So for example, once you've selected on a move-in that maintenance is required, we could have a whole list of default comments that they can choose from, the agent. Some people add price lists in there, some people use materials lists, some people just use general comments about the type of maintenance, etc., etc. So when I'm using the app, I'm on an item, the wall that needs maintenance. I click maintenance, I say that this needs to be investigated, and then I have in my comments section a drop down from things that I've added into my default comments dictionary, if you like, in my action items. I hope that makes sense, and that's it for action items, and we'll have a look a little bit later at in-depth use of the system.